All right, the Penguin episode 2. This is definitely one of my favorite episodes of the series. The way that Oz manages to escape every situation throughout this entire episode is ridiculous. It's insane, but it's in a good way. That it's insane because, first of all, the way that he tried to plot to get the Maronis to take advantage of the shipment that was inside of the vehicle. I'm not sure if this was one of the FEMA vehicles that they were talking about in the first episode, but either way, this vehicle has a shipment, right? But he wasn't supposed to be inside the vehicle. But Johnny Vitti, of course, he doesn't like the Penguin. Whenever he calls him the Penguin, it's in a derogatory way. He doesn't call him Oz, basically. So at this point, he tells him, this is your mission, so you have to be inside of the vehicle. Of course, the Penguin is hesitant. He's like, nah, you don't have to worry. They're going to take care of it. But it's because he told the Maronis to shoot up this vehicle. Johnny Vita's like, go inside. This is your mission. So he's like, fuck, now I got to go inside the vehicle. So he's inside. What happens? Crazy, crazy scene because, of course, before it even starts happening, the Penguin has to make a joke. So he says, what's the difference between the government and the mafia? And then they're like, what? And then he says, one is organized. So even I started laughing. I thought that was a classic line. Very good comparison right there, especially for the series. And then boom, the Maroni starts shooting the vehicle. They're like, what the fuck is happening? How did, boom, 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 boom. The Falcone family's like, oh shit. So now the Penguin has to save himself while he's in the vehicle, try to avoid all the shots. Of course he avoids it because he has to be in the service. He's not going to die in the second episode, right? So what happens? The guy that's driving actually finds out he's snitching, basically plotting against the Falcone family. He calls him a rat, if I'm not mistaken, because he immediately tells when they open the door, they're like, whoa, whoa, it's me. I'm inside the vehicle. He tells one of the people from the Maroni family. So then the guy that's still alive in the car calls him a rat, but he's about to shoot, but of course they shoot him. I think it was the person that was opening the vehicle, and also the Penguin shoots at him. So that person dies, right? So far he's dead. That's what we think. Later on we realize that he's not dead. Then the Penguin just goes out of the vehicle and he actually shoots a person, if I'm not mistaken, that opened the vehicle. And he shoots everybody else from the Maroni family. So now he's going against them when he was trying to go against the Falcone family. So what happens? It's funny how I'm trying to speak it as concise as I'm trying to say it, but I'll make the mistake of pronouncing the name. The Falcone family. So either way, what I'm trying to get to is, this is one of my favorite scenes because the action on this scene was impeccable, amazing. The way this guy is just managing to do all of this while he's walking like a penguin, literally, while his foot is all messed up and he only has one manageable foot, basically. But he's still shooting up this entire place around where the Maronis are, and he manages to escape all of this. Impeccable. Great writing, great scenery, great action, great production. I love this part because this lets me know, okay, the Penguin is actually about that. He's actually trying to get to the top for real, and he could avoid any situation. Doesn't matter if it goes against his original plan. So what happens? He gets out of this, and now he's again into the Falcone side. But now the Maronis think, wait, what is this guy doing? He messed up the plan. This was not what we planned. So now he has to try to explain that later on. But now he's with the Falcone side, and they don't know he's the rat still. Sophia's like, why are you guys worried about the drugs? You got to find who killed my brother. And now that he has to go with the Falcone side, of course, the Penguin tries to make it seem like, Sophia, I'm with you. I'm in favor of you. They should put you as the top boss now that your father is dead, that Alberto's gone. I really cared about Alberto. I loved him. And she still doesn't know that he's the one that killed Alberto. So he's trying to see what side benefits him the most. At this point, it seems like he has to go with the Falcone family because he doesn't want to get ratted. Basically, he doesn't want people to know he's a rat. So what happens? She's like, I don't trust you. Why are you now switching up? Now that you think you could gain benefit from me, you're trying to go to my side. A lot is happening. So what happens? Sophia hires a private investigator, and this is where it gets kind of crazy because now the Penguin has to try to escape from another situation again. What happens? The private investigator picks up the person that was driving the car. That guy's actually still alive somehow. When was the guy from the car or the guy that opened the door? One of those two. Let's just say the guy from the car, from what I actually remember right now. So he picks that guy, the private investigator, manages to wake him up. I think it was morphine that they were going to try to inject in him to wake him up or something like that. Either way, they got to wait some time. So they have him in the basement for him to actually wake up. I think they put morphine or some shit like that. So little do they know that the Penguin, Oz, finds out some way or another that he's actually in a basement, that they have him. And now his plan is to try to say that Johnny Vitti was the one who did this. But when they find out, they can't put the jewelry that they were going to try to put on Johnny Vitti's car to make him look like the rat. Because Victor, I haven't even gotten to Victor, but Victor just starts running away because they find him in the middle of the day. Victor had to do a better plan than just try to put that in the middle of the day without even looking around and put the jewelry to try to say it's Johnny Vitti that did the whole ratting thing. So they find him and Victor just starts running like crazy. He was running so fast they ain't even catched up to him. They just like, who is this guy? Whatever. Let's just leave him where they're running. The plan messes up, so now Oz is like, well, I gotta kill you. I'm sorry. After trying to spare the life of this person in the basement. So since that doesn't work, now he has to kill him. But now he's the one with the knife, with the blood, so he has to clean the blood. And when he goes upstairs, what does the Penguin do? Of course, master manipulator, the way he actually plots this, he manages to get the knife inside of one of the pockets of, I forgot the guy's name, the guy that is basically the bodyguard for Sophia Falcone. I forgot his name. But he manages to just find a way to fight with him for something, starting to say, you're the rat or something. Oh no, I think he was actually arguing with Johnny Vitti. So he's actually arguing with Johnny Vitti, and at the same time, I think then he starts messing with the bodyguard, because the bodyguard is the one holding him, I think. And that's when he somehow, they say if you look back at it in slow motion, you can see when he puts the knife. I couldn't see it in real time, but he somehow manages to put the knife. So he puts it in when they're starting to check where's the knife, because of course they go down to the basement, and when they're about to talk, because Sophia tells, is Lucas his name, the uncle? Gotta go downstairs. We have somebody that could say who actually killed my brother. Excuse me. So what happens? Right there, when they go to see him, he's dead, of course, because Oz killed him. So now they're trying to check who did it, and they're trying to check all the pockets to see who has the knife. Well, that's why Oz did that, because he's such a master manipulator and plotter that he actually manages to put it right there. When they're going to check the knives, they don't see any knife inside of his pockets. But when they see the bodyguard of Sophia Falcone, that he has the knife, he's like, I didn't do this. And of course, he didn't actually do it. It wasn't him. It was Oz that just planted the knife. Sophia's like, give me the gun, give me the gun. She wants to shoot him. She's not even thinking if somebody else plotted against him. And he's like, I promise you, I didn't actually go against you. You know, I've been loyal to you this whole time. Doesn't matter. Sophia wants to shoot at him, but Lucas, the uncle, if I think it's Lucas's name, I don't remember right now. Boom, just shoots him. That's when you see he's about that for real. Like, he's actually not just a push-off that got that place because Carmine Falcone died, the father of Sophia and Alberto. So he actually takes care of it. He shoots him. Didn't pay attention. Nobody actually gives a gun to Sophia. That lets you know they don't really want her to have a gun because they think she might actually be crazy because she got out of Arkham. So all this happens. Boom. That guy's dead. He was very loyal to Sophia, the bodyguard, however you call it. Whatever his name is, I don't remember, sorry. Fortunately, he's gone. I thought he was very good for this series, but it is what it is, second episode. And, of course, the Penguin is saved. So now he has to deal with the repercussions of what happened to the Maroni family, and he's still trying to act like he's with the Falcone family. Crazy episode. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I thought it was a great episode. Every episode so far has been amazing. We're around episode 4 right now, but I'm going to do reviews of each episode because that's how good this series is. If it wasn't as good, I wouldn't be actually doing reviews for each episode. But here I am. It is what it is.